Hey guys, this is a video on argument body paragraphs. Okay, that's the meat and potatoes of your argument essay. Okay, you're gonna have three of them, so you got to know the structure to make your body paragraphs look nice, organized, and to make your argument. So let's go. First, let's talk about the 5-paragraph structure. So fill in the blank with me here. When writing an argument essay, you're gonna have 5 paragraphs. Okay, so the first one is your introduction, of course. Where you introduce your ideas, you introduce what you're trying to argue for, grab their attention. So got to get the reader's attention with that grabber, like and lay out your argument for your reader with your thesis, what you're trying to argue, what your main opinion is, your main point, and your 3 reasons. Then, right after your introduction comes your 3 body paragraphs, okay? So obviously, thesis has 3 reasons in it. Your body paragraphs, 1 for each reason. Okay, you're going to have 1 body paragraph for each reason. Your final paragraph, obviously, is your conclusion, where you provide the counter argument, something that people have argued against you or what someone might argue against you. Okay, and you're going to explain why that counter argument is not correct. So that's a sign of critical thinking. You've got to understand what someone might argue against you so you can have a rebuttal and shoot down their counter argument. But let's go back to body paragraphs, okay? Because there will be 3 of them. So if you don't know how to do them, it's going to be very important that you know how to do them. Because if you don't, then you can't really make a good argument. Each of your body paragraphs will support your overall claim. Your claim, of course, is your opinion or your point of view on the debatable question, and each body paragraph is going to begin with a reason, okay, that is connected to your overall big idea, big claim. So that's going to be the first sentence. The second sentence, you're going to provide your evidence, right, according to the article or according to the text. That evidence comes from a text that you have found. And you pull the quote or pull the evidence from there, and then you provide your reasoning. Okay, reasoning is the tricky parts in your own words. It's where you expand and explain the evidence and how the evidence is proving your claim. All right, so it's kind of like the glue that connects or shows the connection between your reason and your evidence. So your reasoning is in your own words and should start with this shows or this proves. Doesn't have to, but as a way to kind of get your brain working, use this shows or this proves. The this in the is referring to the evidence. Okay, so let's go over that argument body paragraph. Start with your reasons. Okay, so I believe this because, or we should not have school uniforms because they are expensive. We should be allowed to have cell phones because they can help us study. Right? So that reason should have the word because in it. Then you provide the evidence from your text according to the article by James Grabber or James whoever or whatever his name is, her name, evidence from the text. Then your reasoning. Okay, so you talk about how the evidence proves you're right. Okay, you can use this shows, as you can see, this proves, okay, explaining in your own words, explaining how the evidence proves your argument, proves your reason. All right, let's see if you got this. How many body paragraphs will your essay have? This is a pretty easy one. 5, of course. No, not 5. Wrong, Mr. Stambo. 3. 5 total paragraphs, but only 3 body paragraphs because you'll have an introduction and a conclusion. And how about ask the same question again, Mr. Stambo? Good job. How many body paragraphs do your argument essay have? 3, of course. 5 total paragraphs, 3 body paragraphs. There we go. What are the 3 things that go into your argument body paragraphs, guys? Check the video, check the notes you just did. Reason, evidence, reasoning. Don't get tripped up between reason and reasoning. Alright, here's the first example. Look at example 1 and read it. You'll see in yellow is my reason, orange is my evidence, and blue is my reasoning. The claim was that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL, and I give a reason why, then explain, then give evidence and explain the evidence. My example 2, I claim for my whole entire essay is cell phones should not be allowed in the classroom. Yellow is my reason. Orange is my evidence. I'm introducing my evidence with according to the article and putting my evidence in quotes, of course. And then explaining the evidence in more than one sentence, should be at least 2 to 3 sentences to expand on your argument. Hope this is a good review of what goes into your body paragraphs. Again, there's 3 body paragraphs in a 5-paragraph essay. They should be structured, they should be organized so that you can be clear about what you're trying to prove and use evidence from the text to make your argument credible and trustworthy. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and if you have any questions, of course, you can rewind the video, raise your hand, but this should be pretty clear on how to write body paragraphs.